Hi, and welcome to today's practice, our crown chakra, our final chakra practice. And so I want to begin with a story. A while back, I spent a significant amount of time in Bulgaria, and I immersed myself in the culture. I learned the language, I was with the people. And what I mostly saw around me, I was surrounded by these beautiful, dark-haired, olive-toned women. And that's what I would see every day, all day. And one day I was sitting in the bus and I looked out the window and I was greeted by my reflection, but I was a little taken aback. And because I had almost forgotten I had blonde hair, I forgot what blonde hair had looked like because I was not used to seeing it. I was disconnected to my appearance. And sometimes in our human experience, we get so caught up in it that we forget our true nature. And yoga is this art of remembering our true nature. So today's practice will connect us back into that true nature through the crown chakra. And the crown chakra is well located at the crown of the head. And when it's balanced, we feel at peace with everything and we feel reconnected. Reconnected to that divinity that resides within all of us, whether you call it God, pure consciousness, the universe, or some higher power. And just as I had forgotten I had blonde hair, we sometimes perceive ourselves as separate from that higher power. We're limited in knowledge. But that crown chakra, it's a recognition that pure consciousness, it's the essence of our true being. It's always present as the silent background of all our interactions and activities. And so for today's practice, you'll just need your mat. And of course, you're always welcome to use 2 blocks. I'll see you on the mat. Come to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat and relax your shoulders. Lift the crown of your head up towards the sky and lengthen your spine. Sit up tall and start to tune into your breath. Inhale and exhale. Begin to watch your breath move through you. Feel it enter in through your nose and then feel it leave your nose. Stay with your breath. Take a few moments here to just watch your breath, being a watcher of your inner landscape. Use your breath to help you sense who you are right now in this exact present moment. And as we sense our true nature, there could be a sense of tenderness interwoven with intelligence, kindness with discernment, or even love intertwined with perception. Sense your breath. Now sense your body. And slowly open your eyes and sense the space around you. Okay, to warm up, we're going to take some coffee grinders, I like to call them. So switch the cross of your legs, reposition yourself, sit up tall, and make sure you're sitting evenly on both of those sit bones. So now bring your hands to your knees and like a coffee grinder, start to make circles with your body. Just choose a direction here. It doesn't matter which way for now. And start to connect your breath with movement here. So the inhale brings you forward and exhale will move you back. Connect the breath with the movement. Give it a few grinds. And then switch the direction of the circles. Inhales forward, exhale backward. Link movement with breath, breath with movement. Now come to a seated position. Once more, switch the cross of your legs. And then just discern how this position feels. Gentle spinal twist as you take your left hand to right knee and right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale from the core, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Right hand to left knee and left hand next to your sacrum behind you. Inhale, sits you up. Exhale, twist from the core. Just a gentle twist here as we're still warming up. Nice. And inhale, release and unwind. Come onto your back and bend both knees. So feet parallel and hip width apart. Now cross your left foot over your right knee. Really important here to keep that left foot flexed like it's in a ski boot. This will help protect your knee. Now with your left hand, gently push your left knee away from you. This might be a bus stop for you. This might feel good. But next bus stop, inhale, bring your right knee towards your chest and clasp your hands behind your thigh. This is a supine figure 4 stretch. We're still warming up our hips here, so breathe and don't push into anything your body isn't ready for. Inhale, release, and switch the cross of your legs, right ankle across to left knee. Once again, keep that right foot flexed. And in this pose, wherever you may be, bus stop 1, bus stop 2, start to get a sense of where your body is at today. How are your hips feeling? How does this side compare to the other side? Just observe and let it go. Hold no judgment. And inhale, release, and make your way into a downward facing dog. Allow your downward facing dog to become loose and flowy. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Sway your hips back and forth, pedal out your dog. Move to whatever feels true for you at this moment. And use this pose as a teacher to understand where your body is at. And with understanding, we can meet ourselves with gentleness and kindness, wisdom, perception. Inhale, pull forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up to cobra. Exhale, push back into a downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, bring your feet together, ankles to touch, and push down into the left ball of the foot. Inhale, float the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Evenly weigh out the hands. Now inhale, bend that lifted knee on track, and on your exhale, roll your left hip underneath your right hip so the hips are stacked. Keep even weight in both hands. Inhale, square the hips and cross right foot to left knee, downward facing dog, figure 4 pose. Slightly bend that left knee and bend your elbows. Inhale, pull forward to plank while bringing that knee to the chest. Exhale, land the right foot to the top of the mat, land in lunge. Push left hip forward, pull right hip back. This will square the hips up. And just rock back and forth here to feel your lunge. Step back foot to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Push deep into the mat with your feet to lift you up. Inhale, reach up, the hands to the sky, palms together, and honor your crown chakra. Some traditions say that the crown chakra actually resides above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward and step back into a downward facing dog. Bring ankles to touch and push down with the ball of your right foot. Inhale, pop the left leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Bend your lifted leg on track. And on your exhale, open up your hips. Stack left hip on top of right. Evenly weigh both hands. If they were to have scales underneath your hands, they would read the same thing. Now inhale to square the hips and bring left ankle above the right knee, figure 4. Bend that standing leg and inhale to pull forward into plank. Exhale, bring knee to chest. Inhale, step left foot to the top of the mat, come into a lunge. Rock forward and back here. Begin to feel the bones of your feet, the bones of your legs. Inhale, suck both legs up into your hips. Exhale, from the hips, push out the leg bones down into the mat. Taking a vinyasa here, step back foot forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, push into the feet to lift the chest, lengthen the spines, and rise the hands above the head. Honor the crown chakra. Exhale, swan dive forward, bend the knees, place the hands as if you would in downward facing dog, and step back into plank. Exhale, rise the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Plug your shoulder blades into the arm sockets like you would a key in a lock, and maintain that connection as you find your shoulder blades on your back. Draw them down your back. Now, like you did before, bring your right ankle to your left knee, just above it, a figure 4 downward facing dog. Pull forward to plank, align the neck with the rest of your spine, belly button to spine, and maintain that strong core and shoulder socket connection as you open up to the right and step your right leg out right in front of you like a kickstand. Right arm lifts up towards the sky, side plank. So right foot is on the ground in front of your belly button. This is a bus stop 1. Bus stop 2, top foot meets bottom foot. Maintain one long line of energy like a staff from your feet reaching all the way to the crown of your head. Feel comfortable and balanced. Bus stop 3, maintain a strong core and shoulder blade connection as you bring the sole of the right foot to left thigh. Tree pose plank. Use your top hand to help guide your foot if you need to. And avoid putting any weight on the knee joint. Stay with your breath. And on your inhale, release the leg, release the arm, and come into a downward facing dog or child's pose. Take several breaths here, wherever you are, child's pose or downward facing dog, and begin to lengthen your exhale. Center back into who you are and allow yourself the space of kindness and love to reside. Now, wherever you are, meet back in a downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, draw the shoulder blades down your back and inhale, bring left ankle to right knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, pull forward to plank. Strong line of energy from heel to the top of the head. Strong core as you turn right heel to the mat and open up towards the left. Left arm lifts. Top leg steps out in front of you like a kickstand. Gaze up towards the lifted hand or down towards the grounded hand. Shoulders are stacked and hips are lifted. Tree, this is just a side plank here. When you feel ready, take that left foot and stack it on top of the right foot. Use your breath as a source of wisdom. Do you feel steady and balanced? Now prepare your mind for tree pose plank as you take top foot and place the sole of the foot to the right thigh just above the knee. Left leg is bent and knee is pointing up towards the sky. Keep your core active and leg muscles engaged to be lifted and active. Keep with your breath. Inhale, unwind, and come into a plank pose, chaturanga, and release all the way to the belly. Stack your hands on top of each other and release your forehead to the hands. Just take your feet about as wide as your sticky mat and loosely shake your hips like you're gently erasing an Etch-a-Sketch. Just come to a place of stillness and feel your belly expand into the earth beneath you as you breathe. And with wisdom and kindness, make your way into a downward facing dog. Inhale, bring left foot forward into a lunge. Walk your hands towards the right long edge of the mat and bring all 10 toes towards the right long edge of the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Now look at your feet and refine your feet so they are parallel and that all 10 toes are pointing in the same direction. Come on to your tippy fingers like spiders. Walk your hands forward. Inhale, pull your spine out long from your hips all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Feel a sense of energy and love pour forth out of the crown of your head. Keep the feet anchored, pull both feet towards the midline between them. This will strengthen the legs. Take hands to back pocket, squeeze the elbows towards each other. Inhale, lift the chest up and heel toe your feet to about hip width apart. Come into a mountain pose. Look at your feet. Make sure that they are parallel to each other. Now push into your left leg and lift the right heel. From your glute, rotate your right knee out to the side and place your right foot to your ankle. Pretend you have roots and be still. Allow your roots to hold you steady and strong as you inhale. Bring the sole of the bent leg up to the thigh above the knee. Help it get there if you need to. Tree pose. And when you feel rooted and grounded, grow the branches of the tree as you take your arms out wide and above your head. Funnel in that source energy right into the crown of your head. Inhale, release, and come to a mountain pose. Breathe in mountain pose and take inventory of your body. One side may feel more rooted and grounded, and the other side might feel more light and lifted. Just observing, no judgment. And wherever you are, prepare to take tree pose on the next side. Root into your right leg and lift the left foot. Take left foot to right ankle. Pause. Get rooted. Inhale, bring left foot up above the knee and push that thigh into the foot as you push your foot into your thigh. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky, and may you be a clear and concise channel for source energy to flow through you. Inhale to release the pose and come into a downward facing dog. Now from your downward facing dog, bring your right knee wide and behind your right wrists. And keep that right foot flexed as you release your back shin to the mat. Pigeon pose. Square up your hips. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold forward. Come to your forearms or stack your hands and release your forehead on your stacked hands. And just allow the breath to fill up the hip area. And with each exhale, soften the body towards the mat. Allow yourself to stay present in your body right here. And on your next inhale, push your way up and swing that back leg forward and stack that left knee on top of the right knee. So we're coming into like a cow face. So knees are stacked on top of one another and our feet are equal distance from the body. Just take a moment to ground down evenly into the sit bones. All right, inhale, lengthen the spine. Take right arm out to the side with the thumb down. Sweep the arm behind your back and walk it up between your shoulder blades. Inhale, left arm lifts up, bend the elbow and reach down towards the right fingertips. Cow face pose. Upper arm should not bend the head down, so push your head back into the arm. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. And inhale, release the arms. Okay, this is where we're going to do one of my favorite tricks. And if you get lost, just know that we're going to meet up in a cow face with the right leg on top, left leg on bottom. It's a little twister move. Okay, so take both hands to the right, lift your hips up, and walk your hands towards the back of the mat and now towards your right foot. Bend the knees and square the hips towards the front. Right leg should now be on top, left leg is on bottom. Knees are stacked on top of one another with feet equal distance from the body. Voila, magic. But if you get lost, come into a cow face with right knee stacked on top of left knee. And wherever you are, with your inhale, make the space between your hips and armpits longer, any amount. Take your left arm out to the side with thumb pointing down. Sweep it back and walk the hand up in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, right arm lifts and bends, reaching towards left fingertips. Really push your head up against your arm to align the neck with the rest of your spine. And firm your shoulder blades up against your back ribs and open your chest. Nice. Inhale, release the arms, and take that top right leg and swing it out back behind you. All right, so get settled into your pigeon pose here with the left knee behind left wrist and right leg is stretched out behind you. Now, depending on how open your hips are here, depends on how far away your left heel is from your pubic bone. Some of you may be able to line that front shin up parallel to the front edge of the mat. Others may need to bring that left heel closer towards you. Now, wherever you are at, square those hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. And use your wisdom to discern what and how your body is feeling. Reconnect into your body with your breath. Don't forget who you are. The breath is always there to remind us. And on your next inhale, release your pigeon pose and make your way on your back. And on your back, take both arms wide like a T. Inhale, bring knees to chest. Exhale, release both knees to the right and gaze towards the left. Spinal twist. Slow down, close your eyes, and get quiet. Inhale, bring both legs to the chest, and this time on your exhale, drop both knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, bring both knees to the chest. Open up the knees and grab each knee with one hand, modified happy baby. And if your body calls for it, move into a full happy baby. So shine the soles of the feet towards the sky and wrap your peace fingers around your big toe. And draw that tailbone back down towards the mat and your knees towards your armpits. Plug in your arms into the shoulder sockets. Rock back and forth here along your sacrum. And as you do that, feel your shoulders and neck relax. And gently release the pose and make your way into corpse pose. Slow down and enjoy your final resting pose. Sometimes during our day-to-day life, we get so caught up in our heads, we forget that we're actually in our bodies. So feel your body sink deep into the mat. And with your breath, bring your awareness to the crown chakra. Rest in its qualities, the connection to spirit and the spirit that dwells inside of all of us. Remember who you are. And remember, you are the source of your own wisdom. This wisdom is always flowing through you, never separate from you. And so how will you open up to being guided by source energy today? Sometimes it's as easy as feeling your breath. And with that, I will leave you here to enjoy your Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the chakras. Namaste.